Alright, hi everyone. Not sure if folks remember who we are. It's been a while since we've posted anything here at Marginal Boundaries. So I'm Tim.
Chris.
This is Chris. Some of you may remember us, but if you remember back at the end of 2017, we got back from Ireland and kind of put Marginal Boundaries on hold because we were really busy with a bunch of other projects. Moved here to Mexico City. Well, we've been here almost 3 years.
Every month in February is 3 years.
Yeah, February will be 3 years. It's December, what is it, the 17th today?
Yes.
So, it's been a crazy year for everybody. 2020 has definitely changed the way everyone looks at the world.
But
It's a bad year for everybody.
yes.
And like most people, we've found ourselves with an abundance of free time. And so we kind of thought, what the hell? We might as well start doing something with Marginal Boundaries again, even if it's only, once a week or so. So that's what we're here today to talk about, to just kind of say hi to everybody. Hope everyone's getting ready to have a good holiday season, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, and all that. And also figure out what everyone wants to see or hear from us. So we've been living here in Mexico City for a few years. I know that, for example, Tim Leffel reached out to me a couple months back, had me provide him with some updated information on one of his books. I don't remember which one it was, but it was related to, living in Mexico City, the cost of rent, cost of living here, so on and so forth. So that's the type of content we could probably produce for YouTube. I used to do a bunch of videos for Cancun about that kind of stuff. We had the How to Live Like a Local in Cancun guide. We did a bunch of restaurant guides for Cancun. Obviously, you can't do restaurant guides really right now because everything is still kind of shut down. But since the vaccinations are coming around, we anticipate that restaurants will start to open up again. Travel's going to start again. Figured it might be a good time for us to start sharing some information about what it's like to live here. Obviously, I'm here as a permanent resident. Chris and I have been married for I don't even know how many years now.
I don't remember. Maybe
7 years, I think. 6 or 7
7
years we've been married now. So I've got insight into living here as a permanent resident. So there's lots of stuff that we could share, but we're interested in seeing what folks want to hear about living here in Mexico City and etc., because that's where we are for the meantime. Now, we've also been working on other projects still, but because of COVID, we find ourselves with an abundance of free time like many people. A couple of the things that we're working on, for example, Chris has a new Patreon that she's working on called Christmas Kitchen,
Yes.
which is related to Mexican food and food from our travels on working contracts and press tours around the world. If you want more information on that and you want to follow along and support her with what she's doing, you can check the links below to her Patreon.
Please.
She also has a YouTube channel, which her Viajes con Cristina, YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, all of those are still around. She's been doing a mixture of travel photos and cooking photos, and we're going to be continuing that into the near future. And then I also have my video game related stuff where I'm doing gaming videos as well as some cooking videos for Lord of the Rings Online. I'm doing science fiction, fantasy, short stories and novels and stuff over through my Patreon and YouTube channel, which I'll put the links below. Those are a couple of the things we're working on. In between that, we figured we'd start doing something here on the Marginal Boundaries channels again. I don't think we'll be doing too much written content, mostly because I prefer to do video content these days. I really like vlogging. My transition to video started about, 5 or 6 years ago. We've done a lot of video content for clients around the world. And I just like the video format. It's also easier for me. And just after years and years and years of typing, I'm getting older.
No.
The hands don't like to type 10,000 words a day anymore. So I much prefer to use dictation software as often as possible. But I tend to try not to type unless it's for client work. So I like video content because it's easier. Like this, I could just sit here and talk to people. Let's go ahead and go around. We are at Chapultepec Park today.
Yeah, it's a beautiful park.
Yeah, it's a big park, beautiful park, near where we live.
Picnic.
We come here for picnics, come here for walks, runs, 2-3 times a week. It's a big park in the center of Mexico City. Figured we'd come here today and do this is an impromptu video, which is why there's lots of ums and pauses and stuff, because we're just talking as we go. So yeah, let us know what you would like to see from us on YouTube and Facebook and the like. Bearing in mind it's mostly going to be YouTube content, video type content. My hand is blocking the camera shot there. We've got spare time. We're going to be doing some stuff here in early January. Vaccinations here are coming in about 5 months for our age brackets. I think I get to take mine in May, and Chris will be in June. So we still probably won't be doing any traveling until the middle of this year at the very least. And we're thinking that unless it's for contracts, we're probably just gonna start exploring Mexico, since we live here and it's our home. We've done a lot of travel elsewhere. If you followed over the years, working in Spain, Ireland, going to the US and doing projects there. We've never actually done, apart from Cancun, we did a lot of content in Cancun because we lived there. Figured we could do some content for Mexico City since we live here. And then as the quarantine starts to break, we're probably going to start doing more Mexico content in general. May even do, we'll see. We've talked about moving to the countryside. We'll see how things go. Chris is still working on her studies. You finished up 18 months of English classes to get her diploma, and then we were waiting to do her teaching, teaching degree for teaching English to like grade school students and stuff, but with COVID everything's kind of in whack right now. So we're doing other projects right now, hobby projects and the like. So we'd love it if you let us know what you want to see from us here on Margin Boundaries. Check out the links below and follow along with Chris's videos if you want to support her for her Mexican food tutorials and the like, and then follow my stuff if you want to see video game stuff or science fiction, fantasy short stories and novels and the like. And stick around because we'll be doing more stuff here. Like I said, we've still got all the content from Ireland, which we were there for 30 days, shot like 12,000 photos, and I think like 100 hours of raw footage. And I only ever produced like half a dozen videos, which were the ones we were contractually obligated to produce. And then everything else has just been sitting on external hard drives since then. So I figured I might produce some of our Ireland content coming up into the new year, along with our other hobby projects. So hopefully we'll see you somewhere. And if you like what you see here, feel free to dive into the back catalog. Most of the stuff's pretty evergreen. Some of it needs to be updated. But we're still around. Gonna be doing some stuff here again for the first time in a long time. So hopefully you'll follow along. Don't forget to subscribe. Depending on where you're watching this. I suppose if you're watching it on YouTube, make sure to subscribe and hit the bell icon. If you're watching it on Instagram, follow on the page there. And if you're following along on Facebook, don't forget to like and follow the page there as well. And click the notifications so that you get the notifications when new videos go live and stuff. And please, everybody, don't forget to wear your masks. We're not doing so right now because, as you can see, there is nobody around us. It's completely, we're socially distanced. We're about to get around the corner. We'll go closer to the entrance and we'll be masking up again to walk back to the house. But otherwise, we're gonna enjoy. You wanna do another round? You wanna go around again? Yeah. We're gonna do another round. It takes about 40 minutes to walk around the park in its entirety, and then like 30 to go home. So this will be a nice like 2-hour plus walk today, so. Oh, squirrel. Yeah, these little guys.
They are hungry.
He thinks that she has something and she doesn't.
Sorry.
Squirrels are everywhere in this park. You're not supposed to feed them. We never do, but they think that we are because all the kids feed them. So, all right, thanks for following along.
Yes, thank you.
See you next time.
Bye.